Hi, thanks for joining us for Together. I'm Karen Leigh. This show is something new we're bringing you here at CBS4, and I hope you come to love it as much as we do. For a while now, you might have noticed how we've been sharing with you inspiring stories of how people are coming together for Colorado, for each other, strangers or neighbors. This show is dedicated to only that, the uplifting, positive things taking place all around you. This is a show that you can watch with the entire family, even the little ones. So get ready to enjoy the good things happening right next door. If you live in Colorado or you've been here a while, you know of the McCaffreys. The famous football family is known to do good both on and off the field. Kelly Worthman shows you how they came to the rescue at just the right time for some scared, hurt hikers in Castle Rock.
I thought I heard the sound of a shoe slipping and then somebody saying, "Oh."
Eli Smoker was out on a hike with his grandpa when things took a turn for the worse.
If the strangers had done what other people were doing and just kept walking by, then I would have just been alone. But luckily, the right people were there.
The right people turned out to be the sons of Broncos legend Ed McCaffrey. What they did to help, ahead on Together.
I'll also introduce you to a Colorado girl who is not letting a disease get the best of her. She was diagnosed with Lyme disease at the age of 6. But as Kathy Walsh explains, instead of slowing her down, it's inspiring her to help others.
86 pills a day.
Still?
Yes.
Will this be for life?
Until they find a cure or until my Lyme disease goes into remission.
Olivia Goodrow isn't waiting for a cure to take action. She's come up with an app. How it's helping others battle Lyme disease. Coming up on Together.
Well, living the American dream isn't always easy. In truth, it can be downright difficult at times. But Coloradans are finding ways to make that transition easier for refugees. Joel Hillen talks with a few.
Actually, I want to be a doctor.
Elise is dreaming big. She moved to Colorado from Tanzania.
They have been through some of the most unspeakable hardships that you can imagine.
But now her family is facing its newest challenge, adjusting to life in the States. We'll introduce you to the people helping them live out their American dream. Ahead on Together.
Well, Together for Colorado Stories open our eyes to see and learn about the remarkable people and organizations doing good all around us. Stan Bush tells us about one group making kids wish for some wheels come true.
Everyone remembers getting their first bike, the freedom, the adventure. But not all families can afford one.
Have you been asking your mom if you could have a bike for a while?
Yeah, but she didn't pay the rent and get some food for us, so she can't.
That's where Wish for Wheels steps in.
My heart's beeping a lot because she's so happy. I could see her big old smile.
Why this gift is so much more than a bike. That's on Together.
We're going to have more on those stories in just a moment. But first, we want to get to that famous football family who came to the rescue in Castle Rock. Christian McCaffrey and his brother saw a hiker fall and came together for that Coloradan in need. That man may not have survived if it wasn't for the McCaffreys and a friend. Kelly Worthman shares the healing rescue.
Hiking up Castle Rock is a journey Eli and his grandpa have done many times before.
We had gotten to the top and we took a selfie together.
A picture-perfect moment, but as the two made their way back down, things took a frightening turn.
I thought I heard the sound of a shoe slipping and then somebody saying, "Oh," and it sounded like my grandpa, so I turned around and I saw him hit the ground.
Dan Smoker Jr. fell more than 20 feet, sending his grandson into a panic.
It sounded like he was snoring because he was trying to breathe.
Unsure what to do next, a small group of strangers stopped to help Eli. They called 911 and rushed to Dan's side.
If the strangers had done what other people were doing and just kept walking by, then I would have just been alone. But luckily, the right people were there, and they helped me.
Those right people were the sons of Broncos legend Ed McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, running back for the Carolina Panthers, his brothers Dylan and Max, who plays for the 49ers, and their friend Michael Mann, a former football player for Duke. Eli had no idea.
He even said, "Hey, this is Christian McCaffrey," and I just didn't even register that it was actually him.
Beyond helping Eli and his grandpa on the side of Castle Rock, the athletes have since made trips to Skyridge Medical Center to check on them.
They didn't make a big deal out of being like professional football players or anything. They just wanted to help.
That's incredible. Well, we love this story so much. We wanted to bring in Kelly Worthman, talk a little bit more about what's happened since this story. So, Kelly, how is that grandfather doing tonight?
Well, you know, we got to be honest. The doctors did not think that Dan Smoker was going to survive, but he has made truly an incredible recovery. And just this week, he was able to fly home to Cincinnati, and he's just truly thankful for everyone who came together to help him get better.
Yeah, so serious. Glad that he's on his way home. That's just fantastic. Yes. Kelly, also, another question is, of course, have the McCaffreys been back to see this family? Have they seen them at all?
Well, they've definitely stayed in touch. When they heard that Dan was out of the hospital, they said, well, we got to send him a gift basket. Well, it was much more than the family was expecting. It also included this letter that said they are so happy to hear that Dan is out of the hospital and that they want to invite the entire family out to a Carolina Panthers game, courtesy of Christian McCaffrey. And there you can see Dan and his grandson, Eli. They also got some signed Panthers jerseys. Definitely something that they're going to treasure for a long time. They have a very unique bond now, and it's a heartwarming end to this pretty interesting story.
Yeah, you never know why things happen, but then something great comes out of it like that. It's just beautiful.
Absolutely.
Kelly, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. Thanks for the update. Well, some local Girl Scouts have come together for all of Colorado's kids. Talk about inspiring. They work to pass an ordinance that will improve their health and yours. It started as a Girl Scout project. The girls created a city ordinance and took it to the city council. It fines anyone caught smoking in a car with children under the age of 18. Well, the girls were concerned about exposing kids to secondhand smoke, so they did something about it. After some hard work and a lot of lobbying, this ordinance passed.
Now I've learned that it just takes a little bit of courage and knowledge and perseverance.
More proof of how incredible these girls are. Only 8 states have similar measures like this in place. Well, another young lady is making quite the impact in Denver. She's making good on her pledge to battle Lyme disease. Olivia Goodrow started a foundation that helps children like her with the disease pay for their medication. But that's not all she's doing. As Kathy Walsh shows us, she is not slowing down.
I just didn't want to sit around and do nothing.
So at 13, Olivia Goodrow has created an app, Tick Tracker, a way to report and track tick sightings and bitings. It's her high-tech weapon in a very personal fight against Lyme disease.
I was losing my vision. My face was turning really pale.
This was Olivia 2 years ago. She thinks she got a tick bite in Missouri in 2013. She saw 51 doctors before being diagnosed with Lyme disease. She was on many medications back then. Now,
So I take 86 pills a day.
Still.
Yes.
Will this be for life?
Until they find a cure or until my Lyme disease goes into remission.
Tick Tracker is free, designed to keep others safe. It opens to a map. Green dots are tick sightings.
Someone already posted that they see a tick in Denver.
In Denver, Colorado.
The app includes all of the U.S. and pictures of ticks.
These are the most common ticks.
If you can identify the tick, you report it. Tips include how to safely remove a tick.
In a perfect world, there would be no ticks.
Olivia knows that's not possible, so she focuses on a world without Lyme disease. She hopes Tick Tracker gets more people talking about the disease and helps researchers find a cure.
Still to come, refugees getting a fresh start in Colorado. And thanks to the community, they are getting the help they need to feel safe and secure in this strange new place. And that makes a difference.
I'm so happy. I can't explain it, how much I'm happy.
Welcome back to Together. A celebration has taken place in Silverthorne that is worthy of gold. As 4 Olympians were welcomed home, fans and supporters lined the streets. Fire trucks rolled right on through like a parade. Cheers erupted for Red Gerard, Kyle Mack, Chris Corning, and Jimmy Sides. Gerard earned the USA's first gold of the Winter Games. More than 1,000 people filled the Silverthorne Rec Center, waving those flags and cheering on these hometown heroes. Each athlete got a key to the city, and they spent a lot of time just hanging around and taking photos and giving out autographs. Well, coming together for Colorado can also mean finding a way to celebrate our great state, and there's no better place to do that than by getting outside We all know Colorado is beautiful, especially the mountains with all of that snow. Speaking of the weather and all that snow, meteorologist Lauren Whitney is with us. We want to highlight some of the things that everyone loves to do outdoors, and so many people have already been sending in photos of the great times they're experiencing outside.
Exactly. We've got some great pictures from ski season. I know it's winding down in many areas, but we did see a lot of snow in the high country with our recent storms. Let's take a look at Amy Frank's family enjoying a great day in Vail. The kiddos had a great time skiing, and taking a look at the Irma Trout and Jones family having a great time skiing up in Vail as well. Now, we all know I love dogs in snow. This is one of the snow dogs at Winter Park having a great time. And Karen, of course, we all know you love your Bernese Mountain Dogs. This is Parker the snow dog, the Loveland Ski Resort dog. And Loveland's still open through the weekend. They saw a lot of snow out there, so you might be able to meet Parker out there as well. He does like to give hugs. So if you get a picture with you hugging Parker, send it our way.
Yeah, for sure. And I know at the beginning we were a little worried about snowpack, but it seems like they've gotten a lot here late in the season.
Yeah, and actually Winter Park and Loveland both saw about 20 inches of snow this week, so plenty of great skiing.
People probably heading up there today. Lauren, thanks so much. Appreciate you being with us. And be sure to share your photos with us as well. We want to see you out enjoying Colorado with your family. Send us an email at togetherforcolorado@cbs.com, or you can post it on social media using the hashtag #4Colorado, and we'll be sure to share it on this show. Well, it's not every day that we can make someone's dreams come true, but when we can, we all know it feels incredible. We're going to introduce you to an organization that grants wishes in a simple way by handing out bicycles. Remember how you felt that first time you could coast down a hill with the wind on your face? It felt good. Their story up next. Next week on our Together for Colorado calendar, on Monday night, enjoy a night of music and help out a good cause. Proceeds from the a cappella night benefit the YWCA of Boulder County. Tuesday, serve a home-cooked meal to children in need with Project Helping in Denver. And on Wednesday, the USO is sponsoring a career fair for our veterans. You can find more information on these and other events on the Together for Colorado page at cbsdenver.com. Well, back in March, students at a school east of Denver came together to help a fellow student that was paralyzed in a crash. They say it felt great helping someone that they really cared about. Well, now we've learned since our story aired, more good things have happened to this group. Not only did they create a ramp for the student in a wheelchair to get into his home, they also entered their work into a contest, and they won. Students at Pickens Technical College built a ramp for Noah Williams. It helps him to get out of his house and travel from Aurora to Strasburg. The students entered the project in a Welded Forward national contest. They won $20,000 worth of equipment to update the shop at their school. Way to go, Pickens. Well, what better gift for a kid than that first bicycle? Freedom to finally get to where you want to go. Well, one local organization remembers that feeling and makes sure that it continues. The group is called Wish for Wheels. Stan Bush saw the generosity and the smiles firsthand as kids took their new bikes for a spin.
10-year-old Lily Ortega looked on and saw more than just a row of black and neon bicycles. She saw a dream finally coming true.
You don't matter the color, at least they have a bike in that. It don't matter.
Lily has more perspective than we should ever ask of any fifth grader. She's wanted a bicycle for years, but knows her family can't afford one.
Have you been asking your mom if you could have a bike for a while?
Yeah, but she need to pay the rent and get some food for us, so she can't.
The bikes, more than 24 of them, were given to children living in a Mercy housing complex in Commerce City, a nonprofit for low-income families. Lily's mom is here because she can't work, having to stay home to care for a disabled child. She's been worried about ways to give her other kids a full childhood.
My heart's beating a lot because she's so happy. I could see her big old smile.
Lily says when she grows up, she wants to be a doctor, a big dream that from here might feel hopelessly far away. But sometimes a gift to get a life moving can be a lot like learning to ride a bike. A good start needs solid hands of support so the journey can begin.
When you get on your first, you feel you fall, but you get it along, you could start learning more.
Just keep on going. Well, stay with us as some of you share how your neighbors are coming together for Colorado. Big or small ways, it all counts. Catch the latest episodes of Together as well as your favorite Together for Colorado stories anytime at CBSDenver.com. Well, it's hard to imagine what it's like moving to a whole new country without much more than the clothes on your back. But that's a reality for hundreds of refugees who are trying to live out the American dream right here in Colorado. The Denver Health Foundation is trying to make their transition a little easier. Joe Hillen wanted to talk with these families, and he shows us how some free clothes are doing more than covering up. They're providing comfort.
I'm so happy. I can't explain it, how much I'm happy.
For 15-year-old Elise and her family, this event is like nothing they have ever experienced.
I get many things like backpack, pants, shoes, jackets, stuff for school.
They are refugees from war-torn countries in Africa. There, they were fighting for their lives. Now, in America, Elise can fight for her dreams.
Actually, I want to be a doctor.
They have been through some of the most unspeakable hardships that you can imagine.
Robin Engleberg is the program director for the Denver Health Foundation. She said she put out a call for help and the cash donations came pouring in. She was able to turn those dollars into items for the refugees who are also patients at Denver Health.
It's very hard to be responsible for the health care of a family if they're going to get frostbite walking to the bus stop.
A refugee herself from Sudan, Fatima was brought into this country when she was just 2 years old. She is now a volunteer.
Seeing that smile on their face is just amazing, and just seeing them happy and showing their parents. I think every child does it, oh, look what I saw, or what I got. And so I think that's just amazing, just having that experience.
Here my life become really, really beautiful for now. So we want to say thank you for you guys. Thank you so much for everything you guys give us to us.
That is beautiful. Well, as you've noticed, our Together for Colorado stories are a positive, empowering way of reporting the most important stories across our state in a way that keeps the focus on you and your family. And you are doing a great job of helping us cover many of them. Take a look at the good work of the employees from the city of Lone Tree. They put together a food and supply drive for the Douglas Elbert Task Force. Well, coming together for Colorado is something anyone can do at any age, and a 9-year-old is proving that perfectly. She was awarded Parker's first ever Citizen of the Day award. Avalon was walking home from school when she found an envelope with $200 inside. Well, she did the right thing, turned it over to police. Officers awarded her for her great character and her kind heart. Besides getting the award, she also got a tour of the station and got to meet the Parker Police K-9. Great job, Avalon. Well, show us how people are coming together where you live. Post it on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram using the hashtag for Colorado, and I'll be sure to share it on the air. Well, I sure hope that you've enjoyed our show, and we're going to look forward to seeing you next week as we have more powerful stories of how people are coming together for Colorado. So please, shoot me your ideas and most certainly your fun photos while you're out and about. Until next time, we take you to Golden for the sights and sounds of Clear Creek, as showcased by photographer Robert Sanchez. Enjoy.